What if I told you that a handful of nuts could either extend your life or quietly chip away at it? Most people, especially those over 60, think that reaching for a nut mix is a smart, heart-healthy move. And while that can be true, the reality is far more complex. Some nuts nourish your bones, shield your heart, and keep your memory sharp. But others, they could spike your blood sugar, inflame your joints, or even interfere with medications you're relying on. This isn't just about snacking. This is about knowing which nuts help you thrive and which ones might be sabotaging your health without you even realizing it. Before we begin, if you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss a natural health solution tailored for seniors who want to stay strong, independent, and energized. And trust me, you'll want to watch until the very end, because the final nut on our list might seem harmless. But for older adults, it could be the most dangerous of them all. Let's break down the best and worst nuts for your health, starting with the one that builds your bones, protects your heart, and could help you stay active well into your golden years. Let's begin with one of the most powerful allies in your kitchen: almonds. If you're over 60 and trying to protect your bones, your heart, and your mind, almonds are more than just a snack. They're a natural supplement wrapped in a crunchy shell. Just one small handful, about an ounce, gives you nearly 100 milligrams of calcium. That's similar to a quarter cup of milk. And when it comes to osteoporosis, a condition that silently weakens bones as we age, this calcium boost is a game changer. But calcium alone isn't enough. Almonds go a step further. They're also packed with magnesium, a mineral that helps your body absorb calcium properly. Think of magnesium as the traffic cop, making sure calcium goes to your bones instead of building up in places it shouldn't, like your arteries. That calcium-magnesium combo is one reason why almonds are especially important for seniors. They help strengthen bones without harming your heart. And that's just the beginning. The skin of almonds contains flavonoids, which pair with vitamin E to form a powerful antioxidant duo. These compounds fight something called oxidative stress, a sneaky process that damages your cells, accelerates aging, and contributes to memory loss, wrinkles, and weakened immunity. Almonds are like a built-in defense system. They support brain function, improve skin resilience, and may even help preserve your memory as you age. What about heart health? Almonds contain monounsaturated fats, the same heart-friendly fats found in olive oil. These fats help lower bad cholesterol, LDL, while raising the good kind, HDL, which keeps your arteries clear and your blood flowing smoothly. And with 3.5 grams of fiber per serving, almonds also aid digestion and stabilize blood sugar, which is vital for anyone managing diabetes or insulin resistance. In short, almonds do it all: strong bones, sharp brain, smooth digestion, and a healthy heart. But if you think almonds are impressive, wait until you hear about the nut that's shaped like your brain, and just might help protect it too. Walnuts, the brain booster. You shouldn't ignore. Take a good look at a walnut. Its crinkled shape looks eerily like a miniature brain, and it turns out that's more than just a coincidence. Walnuts are nature's ultimate brain food, especially for seniors who want to stay sharp, focused, and mentally active. Just 1 ounce of walnuts contains over 2.5 grams of alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid that supports the structure and flexibility of brain cell membranes. Why does this matter? Because flexible neurons communicate better, and that translates to faster thinking, clearer memory, and better mood. But there's more to this nut than just omega-3s. Walnuts are also packed with polyphenols and vitamin E, powerful antioxidants that can actually cross the blood-brain barrier. This means they're capable of reducing inflammation directly inside the brain, something most foods can't do. And for seniors, that's a big deal. Chronic low-grade inflammation in the brain is a known contributor to cognitive decline, memory loss, and even conditions like Alzheimer's. But walnuts help neutralize this threat, acting like tiny shields for your neurons. One more surprising benefit: melatonin. Walnuts contain a small but significant amount of this sleep-regulating hormone. And for older adults who struggle with insomnia or restless nights, adding walnuts to your diet may support better sleep quality, which in turn improves mood, focus, and immune function. Whether you're balancing your checkbook, playing a crossword, or reminiscing with loved ones, walnuts help keep your mind firing on all cylinders. But while walnuts target your brain, the next nut on our list goes straight for your heart and your blood pressure. Pistachios, the heart and vision defender. Don't let their small size fool you. Pistachios are nutritional powerhouses, especially when it comes to protecting your heart, vision, and blood sugar. If you're watching your blood pressure, this might be the best nut you can eat. A single ounce of pistachios delivers around 285 milligrams of potassium, a mineral that helps neutralize the harmful effects of sodium. That's a big win for seniors dealing with hypertension, one of the most common conditions after age 60. And the science backs it up. Studies have shown that pistachios can significantly lower systolic blood pressure, making them a natural tool for heart support. But it doesn't stop there. Pistachios also have a low glycemic index, which means they don't cause your blood sugar to spike after eating. That's great news for anyone managing type 2 diabetes or insulin resistance. Their unique blend of fiber, protein, and healthy fats slows down the absorption of carbs, helping keep your energy levels stable throughout the day. And here's something many people overlook: your eyes. Pistachios are one of the few nuts that contain lutein and zeaxanthin, two potent carotenoids that protect the macula, the part of your eye responsible for sharp, central vision. As we age, our risk of macular degeneration goes up, and these nutrients are your body's natural defense. In fact, some research now suggests that lutein and zeaxanthin may also benefit the brain, improving focus and alertness in older adults. So whether you're trying to manage your blood pressure, balance your blood sugar, or simply keep your eyesight and mind clear, pistachios are an easy, satisfying way to support your goals. But as good as pistachios are, the next nut on our list walks a very thin line between healing and harming. Brazil nuts, a powerful ally with a dangerous side. At first glance, Brazil nuts might seem like just another rich, buttery snack, but beneath that smooth surface lies one of the most potent and risky nuts you can eat. What makes Brazil nuts special is their incredibly high content of selenium, a trace mineral that your body only needs in tiny amounts, but that plays a massive role in your health. Just one Brazil nut contains up to 96 micrograms of selenium, which already meets or exceeds the daily recommended intake for most older adults. Selenium is essential for thyroid health. It helps convert thyroid hormone T4 into the active form T3, keeping your energy levels, metabolism, and mood stable. Cognitive protection. Selenium protects neurons from oxidative stress, which is tied to age-related memory loss and brain fog. Immunity. A strong immune system is your best defense against infections and chronic illness. But here's the warning: too much selenium is toxic. If you eat more than 2 Brazil nuts per day, you risk selenium overload, which can cause fatigue, digestive issues, hair loss, brittle nails, or even nerve damage in extreme cases. That's why Brazil nuts should be thought of not as a snack, but as a natural supplement. 1 nut a day is plenty, 2 at most. More than that, and you're playing with fire. And don't forget, if you're taking thyroid, cholesterol, or blood pressure medications, always talk to your doctor before adding Brazil nuts to your daily routine. Even natural foods can interact with your prescriptions. Brazil nuts can be a powerful ally for your thyroid and brain, but only when used with precision and care. Now that we've covered the good guys, it's time to shine a light on the nuts that can quietly sabotage your health. Starting with one you probably eat all the time, peanuts, the popular nut with hidden dangers. They're in your trail mix, your peanut butter, your granola bars. Peanuts are everywhere, and most people think they're a budget-friendly, healthy choice. But if you're over 60, this common nut could be silently working against you. First, let's clear something up. Peanuts aren't true nuts. They're legumes, which grow underground, and that makes them especially vulnerable to a toxic threat called aflatoxins. These are mold-produced compounds that can contaminate peanuts during harvest and storage. Even in small amounts, aflatoxins have been linked to liver damage and an increased risk of liver cancer, especially in people with weakened detox systems. And that's not all. Peanuts are also very high in omega-6 fatty acids. While omega-6 is necessary in small amounts, too much can cause chronic inflammation, which worsens arthritis pain, heart disease risk, and even cognitive decline. This is a major concern for seniors who may already be getting excess omega-6 from processed foods. Adding daily peanuts to the mix just stacks the odds further. Let's not forget the high allergen risk. Even if you've never had a reaction, allergies can develop later in life, and peanut sensitivities are especially tricky for older adults with compromised immune systems. Peanuts aren't evil, but they're far from harmless. Consider them an occasional treat, not a daily staple. And speaking of misleading snacks, the next nut might surprise you. It's sweet, buttery, and feels harmless, until it sends your blood sugar soaring. Cashews, the sugar-spiking nut with kidney risks. Cashews are smooth, creamy, and satisfying, and they're often seen as the harmless snack in nut mixes. But don't be fooled. For seniors, cashews come with two major red flags: blood sugar spikes and kidney concerns. Here's what most people don't realize. A single ounce of cashews contains about 9 grams of carbohydrates, but only 1 gram of fiber. That imbalance means cashews can cause sharp blood sugar increases, especially if eaten alone. For older adults managing prediabetes or type 2 diabetes, this makes cashews one of the least stable nuts you can eat. And the issue doesn't stop at blood sugar. Cashews are also high in oxalates, natural compounds that can bind to calcium in your digestive system. That sounds harmless, until you realize it can lead to the formation of kidney stones, particularly in people with reduced kidney function or a history of urinary issues. Think about that for a moment. A small bowl of cashews eaten daily could be quietly worsening your kidney health or setting you up for painful stone formation. To be clear, cashews aren't bad, but they're not the innocent snack they appear to be, especially if you're dealing with blood sugar sensitivity, kidney concerns, or you're already consuming a high-carb diet. If you love cashews, enjoy them occasionally, and always pair them with fiber-rich or protein-rich foods to help buffer the blood sugar impact. Still, when it comes to daily nut choices, cashews are better left in the treat category. But wait, there's a nut that looks fancy, feels indulgent, and may be silently packing on pounds and cholesterol. Let's talk about it next. Macadamia nuts, the rich nut. That's rich in risk. They're creamy, luxurious, and often reserved for gourmet snacks and cookies. But macadamia nuts, while undeniably delicious, come with a warning label, especially if you're over 60. Let's start with the numbers. Just 10 to 12 macadamia nuts, about one small handful, contain around 200 calories, almost entirely from fat. That's more than some full meals. And here's the kicker. While these fats are mostly monounsaturated, the good kind, macadamias also carry a high dose of saturated fat, about 3 to 4 grams per ounce. That's enough to raise LDL cholesterol in sensitive individuals and potentially worsen heart conditions, particularly if you're on statins or managing cardiovascular disease. But that's not the only concern. Macadamias are also low in protein and fiber, which means they don't make you feel full. So it's easy to overeat them without realizing it, racking up calories and stressing your metabolism, especially if you're trying to manage weight, mobility, or joint pain. And for seniors with gallbladder issues, which become more common with age, macadamias can be a hidden hazard. Their rich, fatty nature may trigger nausea, bloating, or even gallbladder attacks, especially if you're prone to gallstones. In short, macadamia nuts are more indulgence than nutrition. If you enjoy them, think of them like dessert, a small treat, not a daily habit. But we're not done yet. One more nut remains, and it might be the most deceptive of them all: how to make smart nut choices after 60. So what's the takeaway? Nuts can be one of the most powerful tools for staying healthy and independent after 60, but only if you know which ones to choose and how to use them wisely. Let's break it down. Nuts to embrace daily. Almonds, for bone strength, heart health, and glowing skin. Walnuts, to protect your brain and improve sleep. Pistachios, for healthy blood pressure, blood sugar, and vision. Brazil nuts, just one per day for thyroid and immune support. Nuts to limit or avoid. Peanuts, risk of mold toxins, liver damage, and inflammation. Cashews, spike blood sugar and stress the kidneys. Macadamia nuts, calorie-dense and gallbladder-triggering pine nuts, strange taste reactions, and medication interference. Here's what to do next. Audit your pantry. Keep the 4 healthy nuts in reach and move the risky ones to a treat jar. Portion smart. Use a small dish, not the bag. 1 Brazil nut per day, no more. Store wisely. Keep high-fat nuts like walnuts and Brazil nuts in the refrigerator to prevent rancidity. Spoiled fats can turn healthy food into a health hazard. Bonus tip: if you're taking thyroid, blood pressure, diabetes, or cholesterol medications, speak with your doctor about how nuts could support or interfere with your treatment. It's a small conversation that can make a big difference. Because the truth is, the snacks you choose today can shape the way you live tomorrow. The difference between thriving in your golden years or quietly slipping into avoidable health issues often comes down to the little choices. Like which nuts sit in your kitchen. You now have the knowledge to protect your heart, your brain, your energy, and your independence. So don't keep this to yourself. Share this video with your spouse, your kids, your friends, anyone over 50 who deserves to feel strong and confident as they age. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, please subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss a video packed with natural health wisdom for vibrant aging. Your support helps us continue creating content that informs, empowers, and protects the people who matter most. You.